Ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba. Ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba. Jimmy Kimmel Live. This is ridiculous.
Hi, I'm Jimmy Kimmel. Tonight's show will be a special show. It will be a sad show, but we will also laugh a lot as we pay tribute to a lovely and genuinely funny man named Fred Willard. Fred left this earth on Friday night at age 86. When I was a kid, I spent a lot of time sitting in front of a TV I had on my desk in my room, and one of the shows that I would watch religiously on Channel 5 in Las Vegas was Fernwood Tonight. This was a parody of a talk show starring Martin Mull as Barth Gimble and Fred Willard as his sidekick and announcer Jerry Hubbard. I love this show. This is one of those shows that probably 80% of the people watching it didn't get, maybe 90% of it. It was definitely my kind of show, and Fred was so great on it. He was the oblivious second banana. He'd chime in and say dumb things in a very earnest and genial way. He and Martin Mull were great together. They went on to make a fake documentary called The History of White People in America that I enjoyed. They were a married couple on Roseanne. And then, of course, Fred was discovered by a new generation of fans thanks to the great Christopher Guest movies like Waiting for Guffman and Best in Show. And Fred was an anchor man. He was on Modern Family. He played basically the same character in everything. He was the same guy because it always worked. So why would you change it? Didn't matter if the movie or show was good, bad, terrible, or great. Fred was always funny. And he was more than just funny. He had a light inside of him. You could see a glint of it in his eyes, and it made everyone around him happy. I was lucky enough that he agreed to be my guest co-host early on the show. Years ago, we were shooting something at his house, and when our crew showed up, he was very upset because his wife, Mary, had the gardener throw away their Christmas tree, and Fred was uncharacteristically down about it. Now, this was June. This was a full 6 months after Christmas, and he was upset that Mary threw out the tree. He told my brother John that he was upset because he liked to exercise by sawing pieces off the tree. So he was depressed, he was sad that it was gone, but he did the shoot anyway. He got it together, and then in the middle of the day, we had a new Christmas tree delivered to his house. We somehow managed to find a pine tree in June, and he was just absolutely thrilled when it showed up. His mood changed dramatically. And in a lot of ways, Fred Willard was like a Christmas tree in June. A little weird, familiar, but still surprising to see it, full of good memories, and you're just instantly happy that it's there. So over the past couple of years, Fred became a very regular part of our show. A few weeks after his wife, Mary, his wife of 50 years, passed away, I'd heard that he was feeling down, and we wanted to come up with something for him to do. And as it turned out, Trump had just announced that he was forming the Space Force. And when we looked it up, when we Googled the word Space Force, we found out that Fred had starred in a show many years ago called Space Force.
The soldiers of the universe, we keep the galaxy from getting worse. For things don't look so hard on the Space Force.
He keeps the galaxy from getting worse. So obviously, the minute we saw that, we called Fred and asked him if he would like to reprise his role on the Space Force. And whenever we called him, every time we asked him to do anything, he said yes.
Space to Earth! Come in, Earth.
This is Earth?
This is Commander Fred Willard. Do you hear me?
Yes, Commander Willard, we hear you.
To whom am I speaking? Is this Jay Leno?
No, Jay retired. This is Jimmy Kimmel.
Oh, that's disappointing.
Well, so then after that, we started putting him in everything, every sketch. I'd be like, you know what this could use? Fred Willard. And we'd call Fred Willard. There were days, every day the writers pitch ideas for the show, there were days when I would get different writers pitching 5 different bit ideas for Fred. We put him in everything. He played Dr. Ned Stewart, superintendent of the New York Military Academy, Len Drazen, Trump's official nickname maker, Gonzo Aga, the chancellor of Gonzaga University, Charles Potter, premarital fornication activist, Gene Moran, Opelika County election official, Rene Boucher, Rand Paul's neighbor, Gil Fredericks, Carnival Cruise PR director, Hal Pembroke, Alameda County caucus coordinator. He played the balloon boy. He played Ruth Bader Ginsburg. He played George Washington's ghost. He played Donald Trump's father in Hell. Sometimes he'd be in 2 bits per monologue. I couldn't choose between them. I'd just say, oh, you know what, do a quick costume change. We'll put him on twice. We could not get enough Fred. He never had any time to prepare for these bits. We'd call him at noon. We'd say, hey, today you're going to be a boat captain. He'd say, aye, aye. He'd be on set by 2. We'd do one run through of the script that was usually not finished yet, and then he and I would do it with no rehearsal live in front of the audience, and he nailed it every time, dozens of times, up to 86 years old. He killed it. We loved being around Fred. We loved having him with us, and what you're about to see, our time with Fred, are some of my favorite moments from the show. If there is such a thing as a comedy genius, he definitely is one. Please welcome the always funny Fred Willard.
Hi, I'm Fred Willard. I love this country.
Cup check.
Reverend, it's
I'll be right back.
okay.
I spent so much time backstage just now, I was almost late, signing autographs. And what's most time-consuming is explaining to people who you are, and It is I, Frederick C. Trump. You know what you need?
What?
You need some chumba and some wumba. Yeah. Thanks for your help in the directions getting here. You were right, the bus stop's right in front of the theater.
Yeah. Since you're here, is there anything you'd like to say to Donald directly?
Ooh, yes. Listen, you little When you get down here, I'm going to personally ask my friend Satan, who's a great guy, incidentally.
Really? I am having a little trouble believing this is you, Justice Ginsburg.
Oh, so you think I'm just a random loony who wandered in here, high as a kite, off pain pills he stole from a dog?
Yeah, maybe, kinda.
Bingo!
Oh!
It works like this. Our thing hits the space thing and, whoa, Nelly! It just sort of skedaddles around and boopity-beep bops off in another direction. Planet saved.
Well, but what if the pieces of the asteroid come hurtling toward Earth and hit us?
Well, Jimmy, I think we just have to stay positive. Charles Jepson, decorative wind chime salesman.
Oh, it's weird. You look just like Fred Willard. That's strange.
I've been told that, and it's quite flattering.
Yeah, well, sure, yeah.
What in God's gravy was that?
It's the pirates.
Those aren't just any pirates. Those are space pirates.
I don't know. How can you tell if Thomas Jefferson has been to your house?
The drain is clogged and your slaves are pregnant.
Oh, my goodness. Now,
As we say in the tuna business, yes, we can. I'm so excited to be on TV. I can't believe it. Like I was saying, it's not every day you find 6.5 kilos of cocaine on a beach.
you probably shouldn't be out there. Be careful with that hurricane.
Oh, there's my wife.
Okay.
All right. Whee!
Oh, my God. What's happening?
Oh, no. We hit an iceberg.
Oh, wait, aren't you sailing the Caribbean?
Global warming, Jimmy. Everything's all up.
Okay, well, oh, my goodness. Is that
A satisfied customer. I once saw it eat a whole baby pig.
oh, my God.
Isn't he a magnificent?
Well, listen, this is taking a bit of a turn. I thought you were going to apologize.
Thank you.
Have fun, but pace yourself, okay?
Oh, beat it, prude.
May I say happy holidays to you, Santa?
Happy holidays, my ass. Listen, it's Christmas, you godless Hollywood snowflake. You gluten-intolerant pussy willow. What are you, some kind of sensitive little starflake? Time for you to move to communist Canada, you pudgy little Show some respect to this feminist icon, you little bitch. Ho, 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 you fruitcake.
Wait a minute. What is your real name?
It's Jennifer.
Oh, all right. Great Fred Willard, everybody. Well, Fred Willard. Fred's daughter, Hope, has asked that if you care to make a donation in his name, make it to Children's Hospital of Los Angeles. When we come back, some of Fred's good friends, old and new, will share memories of the great comedy actor and man, Fred Willard.